Hi Sunitha, let's take a look at this essay that you have submitted. The topic is international marketing. Here's what you said. Since the invention of international marketing, many people have started consuming foreign products and are moving towards westernization. However, it should not be forgotten, you mean, that many others continue to use homegrown ground supplies without losing their identity to foreign nations. This essay will analyze this issue using the examples from different countries during various periods. Alright, I'm a little confused here for a couple of reasons. Number one, I don't understand what home ground supplies is. And I also don't have your opinion. Now, it really asks you quite specifically, you can include all of the language in the prompt, but the prompt actually says, discuss both views and give your opinion. You didn't give your opinion, and it's pretty important to include that, okay? Let's move on. Firstly, people move to various countries than they ever did in the past. People also have started to adapt this transitional lifestyle by all means. For example, it is so unusual nowadays to see major countries or cities with no immigrants. Thus, many international products have been intruded into their daily lives. Population have started using foreign nations' products even before they migrate to the place where they have chosen to live. It is believed that following a home country's culture and habit is more important for them to understand the local people better. In addition, government from various countries have started to insist schools to teach different culture and history about more countries apart from their home nation. This creates even the younger minds to get more knowledge on other countries, getting to know their culture, habits, and ideas. Therefore, international marketing has become part of many individual lives. It also helps any nation in visualizing globalization very soon. All right, there are a number of issues that we need to discuss with this paragraph. First of all, I'll start with the easy stuff. The easy stuff is that the grammar and the word choices are wrong in a lot of different areas. And so that creates some difficulty in reading it and understanding what you're trying to say. And so as a result, the coherence is lost in certain places. But the more complicated issue that we need to discuss here is that the task achievement isn't really accomplished because you haven't really answered the question. I felt like it took you a very, very long time to get to what you were trying to say, and then even when you did say what you were trying to say, you didn't really answer the question that has been asked to you. So the first thing that's important to realize is what is meant by international marketing. I definitely have to say that your answer doesn't indicate that you've understood the topic. All right, so you essentially provided an off-topic answer. Okay? It just wasn't really structured in a very cohesive way. So let's look at the paragraph again, correcting some of the things that we saw. Here you talked about people moving to countries, all right? And then, so let's fix some of the grammar. Firstly, people move to various countries more than they ever did in the past. And people have also started to adapt. I don't understand what that means. What does this mean, this transitional lifestyle? And by all means is the wrong expression here. For example, it is so unusual nowadays to see major countries or cities with no immigrants. So this to me was completely irrelevant. Completely. Thus, many international products have been intruded. No, not have been intruded. You can't. Intrude is not something that works in the passive. So instead, you want to say that many international products have intruded into their daily lives. And who is this there? That's also not clear. Populations, S, have started using foreign nations' products. Here you need an apostrophe, even before they migrate to the place. So I don't understand where all this is going. I mean, we're not talking about foreign products. We're not talking about migration. We're not talking about using a foreign product before you even go into a country. I mean, I feel like this is really, really off topic, this whole development here. Okay? Let's see. Let's keep moving, though. It is believed that following home country's culture, I don't know what that means, and you're missing an apostrophe here. and habits, S, is more important for them to understand the local people better. So I have no idea who we're talking about, who's local culture. I'm really very confused by all of this. And it just definitely feels like there is a misunderstanding of this task. In addition, government from various countries have started insisting schools teach different culture and history. This has nothing to do with the task at all, I'm afraid, okay? I know that the prompt refers to education, but this isn't what you're supposed to be talking about. This, like I said, it's clearly a misunderstanding of the task. Now, I know that this is one of the more difficult essays that we have, that students write, but I mean, it's one that presents challenges for a lot of people, okay? Let's keep going, though. This creates, even in the younger minds, no, grammar here is wrong. This creates even the younger minds to pursue more knowledge on other countries, getting to know their culture, habits, and ideas. Okay, therefore international marketing has become part of many individuals' S' lives, and also helps any nation visualizing globalization very soon. Okay, so like I said, this paragraph is really off topic. You haven't understood what is meant by international marketing, and it's not answering the question. Let's see what you did in the second paragraph. Secondly, few countries which are rich in history and culture are completely against international marketing because of a number of facts, mainly increasing diseases due to overconsumption of foreign products. Here I think you mean a few countries. It is inevitable. Most of the imported products are either frozen or genetically modified. The government from these nations are not only concerned about people's health, but also the impact on their economy. There is ample evidence to show that local markets and small-scale industries were majorly hit during the intrusion of international marketing. All right, so here, again, there's a number of problems happening. I don't feel like your sentences are really well linked. Like here, there's ample evidence to show local markets and small-scale industries were majorly hit, but you never go into any detail about it. You just leave that statement, just kind of sit there, and you don't go into any detail. And then you start talking about diseases and genetically modified foods, but I don't understand why you are limiting this paragraph and this argument to only food, which it just feels terribly limited. I mean, there's so many other products and services that are marketed internationally. So I was surprised that you focused so closely on this issue. Right, and like I said, I felt like this needed development. Let's see. There wasn't any sort of transition between your two main ideas. So this felt a little more on topic to me than the previous paragraph did, but it's still a paragraph that has some issues. So let's look at the conclusion. To conclude, understanding the limits, thereby drawing appropriate boundaries for international marketing, will not only save people's '(s) lives and local markets, but also help to see growing economy of a country. Okay. So I feel, Sunitha, that we've gone into a lot of detail about this. There is some misunderstanding of the task. There is some issue with your development, with your coherence and your cohesion, as well as some grammar problems as well. As I said, this is one of the harder essays that a lot of students encounter, so I don't want you to feel disheartened at all. I would like to see you pursue the course. I think that should you enroll in the online course, you'll get all the support you need in order to structure your essays better, in order to understand the topic and write essays that are coherent and that directly respond to the prompt as it is given to you. Okay? Do look into it, please, and I look forward to working with you in the future.